distraction in this video. I have people playing in front of the camera on the closest table to the camera, so they get in the way a couple times, but it should be no big deal. You can still see the layout of the table. Out of the 1 to the 2 is easy enough. The 2 to the 3 is simple enough. The 4 ball is a little bit tricky because we're getting close to the 6 ball, and that could interfere with this whole rack. The 5 to the 6 is also a little bit tricky. The 6 to the 7 is simple. The 7 to the 8 is simple. And the 8 to the 9, there's a little bit of distance there, but it shouldn't be a problem. So let's roll with it. You can see there's also distractions. There's distractions in front of me, back in that corner back there by the snooker table. And in the other corner, for some reason, there's a lot of people here, and they're talking loudly. So it's all good. It's just part of pool. You have to learn to keep those out of your pool game. There's always going to be distractions unless you're playing in a very high-level tournament. And even then, you're going to have distractions. Just learn to block them out. Especially if you're playing in the bars, it's just never ending. So this 4 to the 5, I got a little bit stupid and I drew it back a little too much and I almost got hooked behind that 6 ball. I have just barely enough room to make the 5 and get back on the 6. Shouldn't be a problem. We do run into a little bit of an issue at the end of this rack. But that too is no big deal. I'll explain why and what happened when we get to it. It's just a long straight-in shot on the 6. The issue comes up right now. I get on the wrong side of this 7 to get close to the 8. And so it's no big deal. I'm just going to go to this end rail below the pocket and bounce out for the 8 and take the long shot. The problem with the long shot on the 8 is I would have liked to draw the cue ball back to center to the table, but the tip I'm using has pretty much worn out completely. I never had a whole lot of confidence in this tip, and now I have even less confidence. So if you're drawing, well, let's just get to it first. If you're drawing at a long distance, it's perfectly possible to draw the ball, but it's also very possible to, if you're off just a hair on this 8 ball, it's liable to throw it off course, and if you draw too much, you might overdraw it and get bad shape on the 9, so in this particular case, the best thing for me to do is pretty much stop the ball. I draw it a little bit, but not a whole lot, and I just take the long shot on the 9 just to keep from goofing up. If I had more confidence in my tip, it wouldn't have been a problem. You can see I only drew it a couple inches. And that's just because I held up on it. I have to get this tip replaced with a tip that I actually prefer, that I won't mention right now anyway. Anyway, that's that rack. It wasn't my best rack, it wasn't my worst rack. I guess the big lesson here is learn how to keep the distractions out of your head. Just focus. It can be a test, especially when they're trying to shark you, but learn how to get in your own pool world and to where nothing else matters. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Peace.